Silence walks beside me like it knows the way home. I don't feel the air with promises. I let the night explain my tone. Every scar I carry, learn to live in places words have never gone. Seen loud men lose their balance, chasing echoes they can't keep. I learned strength don't raise its voice. It moves slow, it moves deep. They ask me why, I'll never rush. I say the dark already knows my trust. The silence walks beside me in every room and every mile. No crown to show, no need to prove, just calm beneath the tailored smile. When the noise falls right behind me, silence walks beside me. I've shaken hands where deals were made without a single word said aloud. Respect arrives before the offer does. When patience draws a crowd, a gentleman don't chase the moment, he lets it come and take its seat. Power's felt in what you don't explain, in measured steps and quiet feet. They lean in close to read my eyes, but silence already closed the prize. If silence walks beside me in every room and every mouth, no crown to show, no need to prove, just calm beneath the tailored smile. When the noise falls right behind me, silence walks beside me. If words could speak, well, silence keeps. They break the ground beneath my feet. So let the night do what it does, carry the truth, bury the fuss. Silence walks beside me, still steady when the lights go low. I've paid my dues in quieter ways than most men ever know. When the world moves loud and blindly, silence walks beside me. I built my throne in the dark, long before the light knew my face. Power grows in silence, brother, not in a crowded place. I walk through nights that carve my spine, where every choice rewrote the line. I held my ground when the world turned stark. That's how a king is born in the dark. They saw the man I am today, but not the storms I had to slay. Thrones built in the dark are stronger than the world's remarks. No crown of gold, no royal spark, just a flame that rises from the heart. In the shadows, in the unseen part, I sit on thrones built in the dark. I felt the knives of a trusted friend, watch perfect stories twist and bend, but still I rose with a gentleman's mark. Calm on the surface, fire in the dark. The cost was deep, the climb was hard, but I survived each broken shot. Thrones built in the dark are stronger than the world's remarks. No crown of gold, no royal spark, just a flame that rises from the heart. In the shadows, in the unseen part, I sit on thrones built in the dark. Yeah, if silence speaks of who I've been, let it reveal the wars within. A king is made by what he'll guard, not by praise, but by the scars. Thrones built in the dark still hold me when the daylight's harsh. I paid the price, I bore the mark, a ruler shaped by night so stark. Through every loss, through every spark, I reign forever. On thrones built in the dark. I was born in a place where kings don't kneel, where power ain't spoken, it's something you feel. I walk through storms that caused my sin, where every loss became a win. I held my ground when the night turned real. That's how a man learns what he can't reveal. They try to break me, try to steal, but I'm forged of truth no blade can pierce. Where kings don't kneel, I learned to rise above the steel. No crown of gold, no holy seal, just a heart that knows what fake and steal. In the fire, in the cold as steel. I stand where kings don't kneel. I've seen the dark in a brother's smile, felt quiet wounds that take a while, but still I walked with a gentleman's will, strong enough to burn, soft enough to heal. The price was heavy, every step surreal, but I survived on iron and zeal. Where kings don't kneel, I learned to rise above the steel. No crown of gold, no holy seal, just a heart that knows what fate can steal. In the fire, in the coldest deal, I stand where kings don't kneel. If the world forgets the path I made, let the shadows speak what never fades. A man ain't measured by the cars he sealed, but by the storms he faced and never healed. Where kings don't kneel, I carve my name through night and steel. I paid the price they never feel, and rose from truths the dark reveal. Through blood, through loss, through every wheel, I'll stand forever where kings don't know. Kings don't. Men like me don't act. We wait until the answer walks in. I don't chase doors, I let them open. Power's a language best left unspoken. I've paid my dues in quieter ways, signed my name in darker days. No rush, no noise, no need to stare. Respect arrives when I sit there. They measure men by what they say, I measure time and let it weigh. Men like me don't ask. We let silence do the math. No threats made, no lines crossed fast, just consequences built to last. In this room, in this town, men like me don't ask. I've watched loud men fade away, burn bright once, then beg to stay. A gentleman learns when not to move, when stillness is the strongest proof. I don't bluff, I don't explain. I let patience sharpen the blade. They lean in close, they feel the weight. Some truths don't knock, they wait. Men like me don't ask. We let the night collapse the mass. No speech is sold, no fragile pact, just calm control and clean impact. If you're still here, you understand the class. Men like me don't ask. Every law I follow was written in my bones, carved by nights of fire and battles I faced alone. I walked through storms that stole my youth, where every lie disguised as truth. I learned the rules from the undertones, from dust, from scars, from breaking thrones. They tried to shape me, tried to own, but a man stands firm on what he's known. Laws written in my bones are the only kings I've ever known. No crown above, no sacred stones, just lessons carved from flesh and soul. Through the dark, through broken zones, I walk by laws written in my bones. I felt betrayal in a brother's hand, watch loyalty fall like shifting sand, but still I rise through the undertones. A gentleman forge where the cold wind moans. The cost was deep, but I remain a man rebuilt from hurt and pain. Laws written in my bones are the only kings I've ever known. No crown above, no sacred stones, just lessons carved from flesh and soul. Through the dark, through broken zones, laws, written in my bones. If someday my name begins to fade, let the night recall the man it made. Every choice, every vow I've shown, a testament etched in marrow and stone. Laws written in my bones still got me when the daylight's gone. I paid the price that shadows own, for strength that time has never thrown. Through every scar, through every tone, I stand forever with laws written in my bones. I said before I speak, power listens when a man is still. I don't rush truth, I let it land. Time's the sharpest thing in my hand. No threats made, no deals to leak. The strongest move is patience, not speed. They watch my eyes, they feel the chill. A quiet room bends to my will. I said before I speak, let silence show my teeth. No crown, no noise, no vanity. Just wait behind what's said to me. In this night, in this seat, I sit before I speak. Signed my name where ink stays dark. Shook hands with men who missed the mark. Respect ain't loud, it's felt discreet. It enters first, then takes a seat. They lean in close, they start to think. Some men talk fast, I let them sink. I sit before I speak. Let the night decide my reach. No speech is sold, no fragile mystique. Just presence strong and words that stick. If you're still here, you'll get the theme. I sit before I speak.
The night knows my name long before the world did. It carved it in the shadows where real men live. I walk the streets where the lost men hide, where every secret calls you from inside. I face the fire no one else will claim, and that's the price of carrying my name. They whisper stories when they hear my step, but they don't know the wars I kept. The night knows my name. It calls me like an old refrain. No crown, no light, no holy flame, just scars that built the man I became. In the dark I rise, untouched by shame, 'cause the night knows my name. I've seen betrayal wearing gentle eyes, felt loyalty break with a quiet lie. But I'll stand unbroken where the shadows reign, a gentleman molded out of pain. The cost is heavy, but I never fall. The darkness raised me through it all. The night knows my name. It calls me like an old refrain. No crown, no light, no holy flame, just scars that built the man I became. In the dark I rise, untouched by shame. 'cause the night knows my name. When the world forgets the man I've been, the night remembers where I've sinned. A silent witness to my every claim, a quiet judge that knows my flame. The night knows my name. It echoes through the past I made. I paid the price, I played the game and walked through fire without a stain. Through shadows deep, through loss and pain. The night forever knows my name. Yeah. Silence knows the weight I carry, even when the room is full. Some burdens are unspoken, brother, they're meant to pull. I walk in calm where the restless stay, a quiet man at the end of the day. No need for noise, no need to prove. Power lives in what I don't move. They see the soul, the steady face, not the wars that took their place. Silence knows the weight I carry. Every loss, every vow I bury. No crown of gold, no voice that's loud, just a man who stands and bows. Through the night, through every worry, silence knows the weight I carry. Restraint in my wasted youth, a gentleman calm in between. The cost was high, but I stayed steady. Some kings rise slow, but always ready. Silence knows the weight I carry. Every loss, every vow I bury. No crown of gold, no voice that's loud. Just a man who stands unbowed. Through the night, through every worry. Silence knows the weight I carry. If words could speak what silence keeps, they break the calm I need to breathe. So I walk on, controlled and weary. Let the night hold what I carry. Knows the weight I carry. Tabs of glass, like a memory returning. The city hums low with a quiet yearning. I light a smoke and let the moment bend, where silence teaches what words can't defend. Street corners whisper where my shadows walk. Deals made in quiet, truths never taught. Every scar I carry feels carved in stone, signed by a night I survived alone. Under the streetlight I stand unbroken, hands kept clean in a world misspoken. The storm arrived long before it's spoken, but under the streetlight I stand unbroken. The sidewalk holds the weight I've known. Footsteps echo through flesh and bone. Faces fade like smoke and rain. Names get lost, but the lessons remain. I've learned the calm before the fight, the truth that cuts without a bite. Some men shout just to feel alive, but I stay quiet and still survive. Under the streetlight, I stand unbroken. No vows to swear, no lies unspoken. You feel a storm before it's woken. But under the streetlight, I stand unbroken. Grace inside what breaks you slow, a peace in things you never show. Lost becomes a second skin, a darker place you learn to live in. And when the night breathes in my name, I rise again, untouched by shame. Under the streetlight, I stand unbroken, silent strain. The world's forgotten, a man rebuilds from things unchosen. Yet under the streetlight, I stand unbroken. Slides down the window's frame. Streetlights flicker, whisper blame. But I walk forward through the cold, unbroken still, and growing bold. Rain traces rivers down a crowded glass, the kind of night where all goes past. I feel the hum of a life I've known, footsteps carved in the cobblestone. Some memories breathe beneath my coat, some truths still sting in a quiet note. But through the dark and every plea, the shadows always walk with me. Shadows walk beside me, in the calm, in the cold, in the places I can't see. Every secret, every scar I keep, shadows walk beside me, where the night runs deep. Streetlights burn with a tired flame, echoes call me by my name. I've held the storm without a sound, felt a shift beneath the ground. Some men hide behind their fear, Some disappear when the cost comes near, but I've learned what darkness sets free. The shadows don't abandon me. Shadows walk beside me through silence, thick as destiny. Each step heavy, each breath steep. Shadows walk beside me where the wounds don't sleep. There's a truth you find in the dead of night, the strength that grows without the light. You learn to stand when the world breaks twice. You learn your worth and name your pride. Shadows walk beside me, a loyal call in my misery. I move through storms that others flee. Shadows walk beside me, and they move like me. Rain fades soft, but the night holds on. A quiet vow till the break of dawn. And through it all, endlessly, shadows walk beside me. Rain falls soft on the old brick lane, a quiet rhythm carved from pain. I light a smoke and watch it fade, like every promise the night once made. The street leans in when I walk by. It knows my truth, it knows my lie. No need for words, no need for a threat. My silence speaks what they won't forget. Where my silence carries weight, where the shadows hesitate. I don't talk, I don't debate, but the ground still shifts beneath my gaze. Footsteps echo through the cold, stories whispered, never told. Some men shout to feel alive. I breathe once and watch them die. I walk through storms without a sound, felt the tremor in the ground. Respect is born from what you keep, not the secrets others speak. Where my silence carries weight, where the calm intimidate, I let the quiet seal my fate. For silence rules, what noise can break. There's a power in the breath you save, a throne inside the steps you pave. Men of noise will never see the kingdom built from subtlety. Where my silence carries weight, past the night beyond the gate. Strength is earned, not up for trade. In silence hold the crown I've made. Rain keeps tapping out, it's cold. The street remembers every load. And through the dark, through fear and hate, I walk where my silence carries weight. Slow from the edge of the night, street lamps burn like fading light. I walk alone where memories hide, where the city speaks on the darker side. I made footsteps carved from the deals I paid. No witness needed, no words to claim. The street already knows my name. The street knows my name. In silence, where shadows judge without violence, I move slow where the truth runs deep. The street knows my name. And it never sleeps. call. The night has ways of telling lies, but the storm reveals what darkness hides. I've kept my hands where honor stayed, even when fate demanded its way. Some men shout just to be seen, but silence crowns the ones who mean. The street knows my name. In silence, no sound, no thread, no broken guidance. I breathe the night where secrets keep. The street knows my name. And it never sleeps. The truth is quiet when it cuts you thin. A whisper deep beneath the skin. You learn to stand when the world breaks twice. You earn your peace at a brutal price. The street knows my name. In silence, a calm built out of midnight defiance. I walk the storm the way shadows creep. The street knows my name. And it never sleeps. Rain pours soft on the city frame. Echoes rise when they hear my name. And through the dark, through cold and flame, I walk on